For 3 years now, I've not gone to my town. I tried to go only last year, but disguised for 2 days and ran away. So it's that terrible. And because people like us are not going home, the economy of the community appear go. So I need the Kenya Ranyaka. Yes, the governor is trying. Last year he launched Agone Shemba. Apudo was a former governor in his own right, the new marshal now. You can't say he doesn't know what you're talking about. Mboso Barazia, you are nearly killed at around Lilu. I know that story. So it's a terrible situation, but added to that security problem, but what you may call an attack on our people. The people of the Southeast have been dehumanized, even by the security persons that are to control, to help them. In Aganozo, no matter whether you are sick or not, your age, in what country can that happen? You come down from the vehicle to pass a checking point. Last week, the Vice President of Nigeria came to Anambra State. I was coming from Epoma. Immediately I reached Upper Iweka. Every 5 poles, I will see a police checkpoint. They will collect 100 naira or 20 naira from the shuttle that I entered. And the man was paying. When we go to Airport Junction, they stopped us again. And I said, the man, it is too much. I told the police officer, why are you collecting more? That this man has paid to more than 7 checkpoints, and they want him to pay another one here. He targeted me and said that he must search me. I said, search me now. But I left him and went to the most senior officer there and explained to the person what is happening. He said that the vice president came. That is why there's so much. But beyond the vice president, I was coming back from Enugu yesterday. I mean, from Abakaliki. From Abakaliki to Oka here, there are not less than 20. And you must drop. You must drop if you're a commercial vehicle. If you are a young man driving, because my brother's son carried me, you are a target. So it has added to our problem. This is a practical reality. And Omepuzie, or they can hate is the police. The presence of the police or army is now an irritation to our people. So it is a real problem. I'm in the university, I'm a professor. We have a faculty of agriculture at Ifitawari. We can't go there to farm. That we cannot go there because of insecurity. Madam Upuropunkia, I am a faculty of agric established. The community gave us land, very big, massive land. But our students cannot even live there. So if and I'm getting a solution from here, which is it's not a rocket science to solve this problem. It's not a rocket science. We have universities that if the government is willing, and security agencies, they can engage them. Apalo, in such war, there are those who will give carrot. There are those who will give stick. If I'm not a gaga. So it's not a rocket science to solve this security problem. It's not. What we need is a political will, whether at local government level, state government level, or federal government level. We need to be sincere with ourselves, tell ourselves the truth. That it's not all about grabbing. It's about our people. This morning I was taking a walk, my usual walk, 30 minutes, 1 hour walk, from Brook Foundation towards the Express here. I saw that the beautiful street lights Soludo has put, 2 of them has fallen. And the street bulbs there have been taken away. And it boils down to building the people before building infrastructure. You can build infrastructure and nobody will appreciate that infrastructure. But if you build the people, when people see people destroying that, they will say, Mr. Man, stop that. I was pained when I saw those 2 things this morning. So I know there is so much problem, but the point I'm making is that there is a solution to it.
They would like to give us their own experiences firsthand of how they have been affected victims of insecurity in Anambra State. And I would like to call them one after the other, if they are here, to come and join us and tell us what exactly has happened. And the reason why we're doing this is because we hear stories on the news. We see stories on social media. Them say, people are saying, but what exactly is the truth? What has happened to us? What happened to our brothers and sisters? We have relatives abroad in the diaspora who are also hearing these things and are afraid to come back home. But we want to encourage them to come home. So we want to hear from our people. What exactly did you experience? What happened to you? What happened to your siblings, to your relatives, to your husbands, to your wives? Please come and speak to us now, live, so the whole world can see you and can hear you. I have Georgina Akunyeba, who's coordinator of Women's Farmers, Anambra State. I don't know if she's here. Please come forward. Come and talk to us.
Good day all. My name is Akunyeba Georgina, coordinator Small Scale Women Farmers Organization in Nigeria, Anambra State chapter. So if you look at what is going on in Nigeria today, you will see that security is the major problem. Because when we are saying about ending hunger in the whole Africa, without security, no farmer will go into the bush and cultivate. Like when we write a report to National, after writing a report, we write challenges. But now, all the states, their challenges, number one is insecurity. Like last time, our national president from Plateau State, they killed her husband in the bush while farming. Edo State coordinator wanted to harvest her okra. He have already harvested about 20 baskets. Going back to harvest another one, the people, Fulani people, they flew the bush and they ran away. So like now in Anambra State, like in Hiala, no-go area, at times you will want to go to a farm. You won't know that somebody is inside the bush. Either they rape you or they kill you. So how can we farm? Ubazuno cannot end hunger. Because when you find, I'm the coordinator, I have been hearing about all the comments of all these farmers across the whole 21 local government. We have a lot of land at Oka North, this Anambra East, Anambra West, Orumba. But insecurity cannot allow us to go there.
Everyone, my name is Lolo Neka Chimezie. I'm the National President of Igbo Women Assembly. My personal experience, when this insecurity was too much in the Southeast, I'm based in Lagos. For our group, we have different departments and we have media departments. So we decided to come and cover it and to find out what is actually happening. But when we came around to cover the insecurity, we discovered that 90%, I'm sorry to say, of the insecurity in the Southeast was caused by the military. I won't apologize for saying it because they would have shot me at Osumu that time. So when we came, and on Monday, we decided to cover the sit-at-home proper. So when I have my driver, I have my car, so I moved with my driver. So when we came to Olo, that near Banana Junction, we discovered that place was, closed up by the military. So I had to come down because I have a newspaper outfit. So I have my ID card. So I approached the militaries. Even when they saw me approaching them, they were like even their faces. And I greeted them and I said, Oga, why did you block Drew? I said, who are you to ask all that question, without the harassment? And I showed them my card. I said, unfortunately, I'm a media person, and we are here to cover the sit-at-home because we realized that you said IPOP is sit-at-home and they're enforcing sit-at-home. But with the look of things, you are the one enforcing the sit-at-home because I know that before you came, there was nothing like this insecurity. Let's be honest to ourselves. Before the militaries were moved to Southeast, we didn't have it this bad. So you were brought here to relax the sit-at-home. Not that there were clashes within the sit-at-home, but for you to relax it so that people will start coming out. Now that you are blocking the road, it's like you are helping to now enforce the sit-at-home. So when I now flashed my car, they now ran inside. So out of anger, I moved those things onto the road. And then I drove past. I covered the whole of Southeast. When you approach their checking point, they look more deadly than any criminal, even armed robbers you meet on the road. The way they approach, the way they harass. So after touring the whole of Southeast, we now realize that even the way they harass motorists, the way they harass people, we now realize that 80% of what we are being told is being done by the militaries and the harassment. Now, on my way back, I'm from Imo State, so I ended up in my hometown. I'm from Olo, actually. And then going back to Nnewi, where I was married. So taking that Osumuruhu is usually faster. So I came through I landed through the Imo State airport. I forgot to remove the tag on my bag. So when I approached that Osumuruhu, they stopped us. And when they saw this, the tag, they said, "Where are you coming from?" I explained myself. They searched me and what have you. And then when they took my passport, they said, "Madam, where are you going to?" I said, "I'm going to Nnewi." "Where?" "Nnewi South." "Where in Nnewi South?" "Oto." "Where in Oto?" They were now asking me my village. At that time, I was very upset with what they were doing. I said, "It now means we are under siege. This is not security. You came here for another mission. Oga, what are you doing with my village and my family name? So you are the ones that will collect this information from our sons that come from abroad, and then you give it to your kidnappers. It means you are involved in kidnapping. Otherwise, why would you be asking me?" I said, "I'm going to Nnewi." Is that not enough? You asked me my village, I told you. You asked me my town, I told you. You are now asking me my name, where I come from. So what else? In the night, you come and carry me like fowl. They were, in fact, they cocked their gun. 10 of them, they were mad, they were raging. I lost it. I now said, the Southeasterner needs to find out what is going on. This has nothing to do with IPOP. The problem is the media were reporting something else, while underneath something else was going on. So when I got home eventually, in fact, when I went after the quarrel, I told my brother, "You know what, turn this vehicle. If I pass, they will kidnap me." I think they work with those criminals in the bush. They kept them there. How can they keep these armor tanks and what have you? How large is Osumuruhu? It's that forest that they cannot fish out those criminals. So as we were turning, they seized my car key. So I left them. So I think the whole drama, they went to bring their leader, the Ogas. They came with their van and they collected the key and they handed it over to me. I was alarmed. When I got home, I called the PG of my local government and I said, "Oga, you people should stop looking at IPOP. I'm not an IPOP member. I don't know them, but this is what is going on. See. As I was talking, a young man said, "Madam, they seized my machine there." Yes, because people, Okada will not pass through that Osumuruhu, but I think it's better now. The man said, "Madam, I am." I said, "What did you say?" He said, "I am. But we are stuck." You know, that was the reply I got. We are stuck because the militaries are here. You should remove them. Something else might happen. I think at that point they knew and they were looking for solution. Another experience we had is I passed through that Osun road and I met the militaries there. They were right at Ekotutu. And now from our investigation, we realized that when they were attacked by whoever attacks them, they would turn their gun on the villages living nearby. That was how also Ekotutu was bombed. Have covered the whole Southeast, both the police everywhere in the Southeast, and they cannot fish out these criminals. But with few vigilantes that were raised, you can see the women saying that they can enter the bush now since we have this vigilante group. So what I'm telling Diana, let's stop moving money around. Now, but big cars, you know, can we take a security? Invest it in security. I can assure you, community we their security men 100,000. Every
one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you
yes, Biafra, we have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious, our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our prayers shall be known both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by our enlightenment. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. We mourn our heroes past, we celebrate them and the heroes living as they continue to fight on, as we give them all the push and support to see that the United States of Biafra is totally liberated from the occupational terrorist army of one Nigeria. I salute all Biafrans, and you're all welcome to this emergency press briefing from the office of the Acting Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. As we all know, we are at war, and the enemies are intensifying their efforts in all corners. They are regrouping, and as they are regrouping, the Biafran people are not relenting, and we are not remaining unprovoked. We are provoked all the time. And to this end, the Biafra Defense Forces are standing shoulder to shoulder with all Biafrans. Without wasting much of our time, I introduce to all Biafrans and the media and the press and everyone listening to us, the Acting Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. APM, welcome on stage.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Information. Thank you, you and your team are doing a great job. One second. You and your team are doing a great job. Thanks to all Biafrans. Special thanks to Brgie Cabinet coordinators. Thank you all for the work you are doing. We appreciate everyone. And we also appreciate our heroes, our leader, Odumewu Ojukwu, accompanied by our leader Philip Effiong. We appreciate the sacrifice they have made for us and everything that they have done to open our eyes to see the reason why, the need, why we need to be free. They saw it coming and they fought like a man. We appreciate them. We also appreciate our leader Mazi Namdekan, who the zoo terrorist country called Nigeria kidnapped from Kenya against his will, against every international standard of rendition. We believe very soon he will be with us. The Nigerian terrorist court, they can't keep holding him forever. He will definitely be free. And for the British government and the EU that don't want Biafra to be free, shame to them. History will never forget the evil that they have demonstrated and how they killed and massacred Biafran people from the genocidal war to date. Shame unto them. If they don't repent, EU will be overrun by the same demons, the terrorists that they have conspired to work with. We remember our Prime Minister Mazi Sani, who is currently answering questions for the so-called questioning, that the EU and the British government, with their demonic, satanic, evil empire called Nigeria, they have all colluded to do whatever they can to bring down the Biafran people and to kill the spirit of Biafra. We will never forget. We want to let them know we still have thousands and hundreds of millions, billions years to still live. We will remember everything they have done to us. They will pay one way or the other. We will advise them to mess, to start walking through peace. If not, dark age is coming. They will pay. Without wasting much of our time, we all know the reason why we are fighting for freedom. All around the world, people are fighting for freedom. People are fighting to survive. And in recent years, the terrorist jihadists that have come in the name of religion, they have been a major problem. That is why I would like Honorable Minister of Information, I want to build our conversation today, of which Honorable Minister of Information, which the President of the free world, President J. Donald Trump, visits the Middle East just a few days ago, and he made it clear. The reason why we all need to unite to fight these terrorists, of which the Biafran people are taking the step already, of which that's one of the reasons why we can be with Nigeria. We deserve to be free. We want to be free as free people. Whoever have problem for Biafran to be free should get a hell out of our way. freedom is in our hand. We will decide if we want to be free or not. The Biafran people have the right to decide who to govern them. The Biafran people have the right to decide if they want to be Islamized, if they want to be anyone's slave. We have our right. And the Biafran people also have the right to defend themselves from this terrorist country, from those terrorizing our land. Whoever, any country that have problem with that should go to hell. Biafran people they're not created by any country. They are created by who we call Chukwu Okike Abia, the creator of the universe. The creator of the universe is who we have question to answer. He created us, and he has given the Biafran people the land of which they dwell in today. The land is not given by any other country, not by UN, not by United States of America, but it's given by God. The same God we all call, the same God we all worship, the same God gave us the land. If any country have problem with that country should get a hell out of this planet Earth. No country have right to take our land from us. No country have the right to take the breath of life from us. No country give us life. The blood that is running in the vein of the Biafran people is given by Chukwu Okike Abia, our creator, our God. You might call him Jehovah God, you might call him Elohim in your own language, but he is the one we have answer to. This great flag beside me here, behind me, is the flag of the United States of America, flying with the flag of Biafra. We urge the United States of America to embrace the Biafran people and work with the Biafran people. The Biafran people will be their best ally. The Biafran people will work with the United States of America to fight this terrorism. The leader of the free world will encourage this administration to work with the Biafran people to fight terrorism in West Africa, in the Sahel of African region and all African, and to fight global terrorism, because we Biafrans are not terrorists. This message, the Biafran people strongly send this message to Washington, D.C., for them to work with those that have the same ideology with them. For them to work with people that identify themselves not as terrorists. For them to work with people that are not terrorizing others, invading others, raping men, women, children, cattle, goats, sheep, whatever. Donald Trump, President of America, work with the Biafran people. We are staying our hand of fellowship. We promise we'll be the best ally. Our great President of America went to the Middle East. He emphasized and talked about the need for the Middle East to come together and fight one common enemy. The Biafran people, we already start fighting that enemy. We identify the enemy. Why not the United States of America, the leader of the free world, step up and do the right goddamn thing? Align yourself with him who loves you, who believes in what you are doing. The leader of the free world, instead of aligning yourself with the terrorist state called Nigeria, it's time you disassociate yourself from Nigeria. United States of America have identified Nigeria as a terrorist country, a country that has more than 8 different terrorist groups: Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Boko Haram, ISWA, name it, keep going, over 8. And for those that are saying we are funding our military, we're not supposed to fund the military, we're not supposed to do this, do that, we have a message for them. If we don't defend ourselves, the Nigerian terrorists have colluded, they are killing us, bombing us. United States of America have not stepped up to help us in the fight. United Nations have not stepped up to help defend the Biafran people. Even during the war, over 5 million people were killed, over 3 million were starved to death. United States of America have not stepped up. The EU have not stepped up. UN have not stepped up. ECOWAS have not stepped up. African Union have not stepped up. And the Biafran people will need to start asking questions. That is the reason why we Biafran people must fund our defense. We must fund our defense. We must defend our land. We can't be waiting until they will kill us all. Whoever have problem with that, starting from the United States of America, they should provide security for the Biafran people. Starting from the administration of the great president called Donald J. Trump, provide security for the Biafran people. Then if they can't provide security, the Biafran people will defend themselves. If the EU can't provide security for Biafran people, we will defend ourselves. If United Nations can't provide security for Biafran people, we will defend ourselves. If ECOWAS, the West African Council, can't provide security for Biafran people will defend themselves. If African Union can provide security for Biafran people, we will defend ourselves. We will fund our freedom. Whoever have problem with that should go to hell. Honorable Minister of Information, while the great president of the free world was addressing EU, he talked more about the reason why we all fight these terrorist people. Can you go ahead and play this video why Trump, the president of the United States of America, while he was in Middle East, addressing not just the Middle East, the entire world? Thank you.
Men and women, they seek great futures to build, great national projects to join, and a place for their families to call home. But this untapped potential, this tremendous cause of optimism, is held at bay by bloodshed and terror. There can be no coexistence with this violence. There can be no tolerating it, no accepting it, no excusing it, and no ignoring it. Every time a terrorist murders an innocent person and falsely invokes the name of God, it should be an insult to every person of faith. Terrorists do not worship God. They worship death. If we do not act against this organized terror, then we know what will happen and what will be the end result. Terrorism's devastation of life will continue to spread. Peaceful societies will become engulfed by violence, and the futures of many generations will be sadly squandered. If we do not stand in uniform condemnation of this killing, then not only will we be judged by our people, not only will we be judged by history, but we will be judged by God. This is not a battle between different faiths, different sects, or different civilizations. This is a battle between barbaric criminals who seek to obliterate human life and decent people, all in the name of religion. People that want to protect life and want to protect their religion. This is a battle between good and evil. When we see the scenes of destruction in the wake of terror, we see no signs that those murdered were Jewish or Christian, Shia or Sunni. When we look upon the strains of innocent blood soaked into the ancient ground, we cannot see the faith or sect or tribe of the victims. We see only that they were children of God whose deaths are an insult to all that is holy. But we can only overcome this evil if the forces of good are united and strong, and if everyone in this room does their fair share and fulfills their part of the burden. Terrorism has spread all across the world, but the path to peace begins right here on this ancient soil in this sacred land. America is prepared to stand with you in pursuit of shared interests and common security. But the nations of the Middle East cannot wait for American power to crush this enemy for them. The nations of the Middle East will have to decide what kind of future they want for themselves, for their country, and frankly, for their families and for their children. It's a choice between two futures, and it is a choice America cannot make for you. A better future is only possible if your nations drive out the terrorists and drive out the extremists. Drive them out. Drive them out of your places of worship. Drive them out of your communities. Drive them out of your holy land. And drive them out of this earth.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Information. Biafran people, do you hear that? America will work with us if we are ready to fight this terror. They will support us. They will not come to fight this fight for us. And America encourages any country, whether in the Middle East, wherever, to initiate the fight, to fight, to drive out these terrorists from our holy land of Biafra. Our dear President J. Donald Trump, that is the reason why we Biafra people are funding our liberation to drive out these terrorists. Biafrans, it's your duty to fund your freedom. It's not the duty of the United States of America. It's not the duty of the EU that is suppressing you, that never wants you to be free. It's not the duty of the countries in the world that want you to live in a dark age. It's not the duty of countries that don't want you to see civilization. It's your duty to drive out these terrorists. It's your duty to kick them out of your land And how do you do that? You don't do that with bare arms. You fight with arms and ammunition, with logistics. Say it the way it is. Self-defense is not a crime. And you cannot defend yourself with bare arms. Whoever has problem that the Biafran people are funding their freedom, funding their army, let that person step up. Come with your own army to defend Biafra land. We are headed from a President J. Trump talking to people in the Middle East to step up. And we want to let the United States of America know that the Biafran people are stepping up, fighting to liberate themselves, fighting the same terrorist group. The question is, my fellow Biafrans, after listening to what President Trump just said, are you ready to fight for your freedom? Sure, Ayaba said freedom is not given, it's taken. And your freedom will not be handed over to you in a platter of gold. You take your freedom. We are sure any country that want to align itself with the Biafran people, we will never disappoint you. Starting from United States of America, we extend hand of fellowship. We have been in Washington, D.C. I, Mazio Gechukunkere, the acting Prime Minister, on behalf of Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. I have had series of meetings with members of Congress, not 10s, not 20, not 30 is number, a series of meetings with senators. I know what they are saying. Nothing different from what our great president is saying here. If we are ready to kick these blood-sucking demons out of our land, and I also want to relate to Biafran people, if we already forget, it's not all about the religion. It's all about kicking us as well out of our land. It's all about trying these so-called jihadists, terrorists, with the name of their Allah. They're trying to Islamize, if possible, the whole world. That is the reason why they call us infidels. And what they are doing today is something they have planned years ago. Our leader, Martin Namdekan, once said, the only religion that grows rapidly every day, every year, is the Muslim religion. How do they do that? They conquer you, they kill you, they force you to worship their Allah. If you disagree with them, they will kill you. There's this article that I'm going to be reading from, dated November 6, 2019. And this article here made it clear. The agenda of these terrorists, I think our President Donald Trump needs to know this as well. The agenda is not just to commit terrorists, Islamize or kill people. It's for them, because they call us all infidel as long as we don't worship their God. They will kill you, destroy you, convert you, take your property, take everything that belongs to you. And this actually was distributed to all mosques in northern Nigeria by the Fulani nationalist movement, the FUNA, dated November 6, 2019, erased. The battle is getting closer. The Fulani terrorists, they said this battle is getting closer. Which battle is that? To come and kill us all. Not that they want to coexist with me and you. And they said, we call on all true Muslims, this is the time to act. This is the time for Second Holy War. We started in 1804. Remember, I'm quoting from what they circulate to all Muslims in the north. So when I say we are there, so they said that the battle started in 1804, that is to conquer Biafra land and entire Biafra. So the British stopped them. We must regain the territories lost. It is against Islam to rotate power with infidels. Who are these Normandy terrorists calling infidel? I believe it's not me, not you, not Biafran people. They can call themselves names, not we. We are not infidel. We are people of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. And they said, forget about election. That will only lead to sharing of power. Think of the kingdom that we shall rule forever. We can change the narrative history. Osman Danfodio did it successfully. Are we getting this picture clearer? The jihadist terrorists in the name of their religion called Muslim, they have agenda. The agenda is not to live in peace and harmony between the Biafran people. Their agenda is for them to rule over us. Their agenda is for them to chase us out of our land and take over our land. And they made it clear that the old Madam Fodio have successfully done that in some part of the northern Nigeria and some part of the Sahel region. And this agenda starts in the West African region, especially in Nigeria, 1804, by old Madam Fodio. This is a premeditated plan. And I have a question for we Biafrans. The people of God, the Biafrans, what is your own agenda? Do you have an agenda? Are you just moved to let them come and overrun us? So these people have an agenda, and it continues. It said they can do it too. And they said that they must take the enemies in the west, central, and the north by surprise. That is a plot. So they have planned this and how they will take them by surprise. Destroy and occupy their homes, forests, streets, schools, markets, and act as spies. My fellow Biafrans, if you have a Fulani man or whatever as your mega, you are in trouble. These people are spies. They are not there to protect you. They are not there to guide you. They are there to spy your land. They are there to spy you. They are there to prepare for the attack. We strongly encourage every Biafra in the homeland. If you have one of these terrorists as your security guard, fire that terrorist. We don't need them. They are there as spies. They disguise themselves as if they are there to serve you. they are not. You will suffer in this rain, cold, and dust will pour on you, but heaven will honor you after the inevitable battles. And these terrorists, in the name of their religion, promise their fighters that after all this, they will be rewarded by heaven, by their fake God that they worship, God of darkness, their God that like to kill, suck innocent blood, rape and invade with the children of light, that God that love destruction. Our attack on the infidel must be total and overwhelming. We must begin by instilling fear in them. You see what they're saying here? That their attack, they call themselves infidel, must be total overwhelming. And they must instill fear in us. Biafran people, are we going to bow down to this threat? If you're one of those that are not supporting your freedom, automatically you are working with them and you are working against your own people. And they go on to make it clear that they will weaken their resolve through kidnaps, brutal rapes, making it difficult for them to farm and subdue them before the war. Everything that is happening in Biafra today is something they already planned and mastered it. So it's something that it took them for years. Everything that is happening, trying to weaken us through kidnaps, every kidnap that happen in Biafra land today, these are out of these terrorists. And the brutal rapes, making it difficult for our women, children to farm. And they will do everything to subdue us before the war. So there is ongoing war already. The Biafran people, we are fighting against the terrorist country called Nigeria, and that as well is part of how they will weaken the Biafran people. And one of their strategies also involve learning from the tactics of the past and merging it with the wisdom of the moment. What are they learning? What strategy are they learning from the past? The strategy of Host Madam Fodio, the way he invaded villages, killed, installed emirs, instead of our normal chiefs, it happened in some part of the Yoruba land, like Kwara. Kwara is already been overrun and taken by these Fulanis. They're trying to also use the same strategy in Biafra land. Just like they try to use Hope Ozodinma to accomplish this and other illegitimate governors in the southeast part. So this strategy that they have used from the old, they're trying to repeat the same strategy. There is no going back, according to what he said, that they will make sure they overrun us and that Nigeria is their own. I don't know who made Nigeria their own. I don't know when Nigeria is a land or the property of these terrorists. That Nigeria was handed over to them by Allah. My fellow Biafrans, do any of us remember when Chukwu Okike Abiyama, our own God, not that their Allah, the blood-sucking demon Allah that they call. We're talking about our God, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, Jehovah God, never handed over our land to anybody. Our land belongs to us from time immemorial. And these people are claiming that the land is handed over to them by their ally. Biafran people, we will not let that happen. We will fight to defend our land. How then can we share what is ours? We must never fight a defensive war. These terrorists, Fulani jihadists in the name of their Allah, saying that how are they going to share Biafra land with us? They're talking about how are they going to share our own land with them? My fellow Biafrans, are we going to allow what they are saying to stay? This is the reason why we all need to come, unite, and fight together. We are funding our liberation. Enough of this nonsense. Whoever said we don't have the right to defend ourselves, that person should come with his army to defend us. Whoever said we don't have the right to defend our women, our children, when these invaders come to raid our family, destroy our farm, whether it is EU, whether it's African Union, whether it's ECOWAS, whether it's United States of America, that country should be prepared to come and defend us. Because we've been killed every day. Why they come to kill and bomb our land? United States of America is not speaking up yet to condemn that. United States of America, of which I'm a citizen, proudly one for that matter. I love my country, America, just like Biafra. They haven't come and condemn it, say the way it is yet. They see they're playing game. The leader of the free world, step up and take your rightful position. Say it the way it is and stop this political correctness. I've been in Washington several times. I have heard it echo in my ear. Over 100% of every member's Congress, Senate I have met are aware of the danger and the threat that the Nigerian terrorists, the Nigerian state, to the whole world. They are aware that Nigeria is a failed state, a failed country, a failed nation, a scam. During the hearing to designate Nigeria as a terrorist organization, as a CPC, a country that persecutes Christians, I was there. Again, stop playing the game of political correctness. Step up, take your rightful position as the leader of this free world. The Biafran people are ready to work with the United States of America to fight these terrorists. We are sending a message to Washington, D.C. that we Biafrans are already fighting these terrorists. We are fighting them every day, and we want them to be on our side so we all can fight these terrorists. My dear President J. Donald Trump, we are listening to the video where he was encouraging the leaders of the Middle East to step up and fight against these terrorists, against these blood-sucking monsters in the name of religion. The Biafran people, we are already fighting against the terrorists. That is why we need support. We can't do it all on our own. As a new nation, Biafra is already declared. We need allies. Allies that we all have the same common goal. That is to fight terrorism. That is to fight against every terrorist. It doesn't matter anywhere in the world. Please, we urge Washington, D.C. to act and support those that want to fight these terrorists. And these terrorists continue on to say that they must take the battle to the homes of the infidel. These monster blood-sucking terrorist groups calling us infidel, God punish them. They keep war. Who are they calling infidel? We are Biafran people. We are proud Biafrans. We love our Biafrans. We are not Nigerians. And we are not infidel. Our creator Chukwu Okike Abiyama never call us infidel. And these uncircumcised terrorist people calling us infidel, God punish them all. They say that they must use everything that they have, whether a boy, a lady, a man, or a woman, that all Muslims of Fulani origin must take this as a duty. This that I was quoting from here is what they have planned for years, not 100 years ago, not 200 years ago. While they were planning this, my fellow Biafrans, what is your plan? What is your agenda for the next 5 years? What are you planning for the next 10 years? What are you planning for the next 20 years? What are you planning for the next 30 years? What are you planning for the next 50 years? What are you planning for the next 100 years? Is your plan only how to eat Nkwobi goat head, drink Gouda Star, Guinness party, or what? Use your sense. What is your plan? What is your next day agenda, Biafran people? I'm asking my fellow Biafran this. What plan do you have next week? Your plan next week is it to still remain in Nigeria? No. We are out of Nigeria. We are liberating our land. And our plan is to liberate Biafra land and live in our God-given land forever in eternity. And they continue that they must sharpen all their fighting weapons. Everything is a weapon. These terrorists said everything is a weapon. That they will use everything. He said their Okada, knives, hands, trailer, you drive, the tanker with fuel, food you sell, the house of the infidel that you guide. Study very well and wait for our order. My fellow Biafrans, are you listening? Let me repeat. Let me repeat one more. Let me repeat. These terrorists said they must take the battle to our homes. After that, they call us infidel. That is to the home of the infidel. God punished them for calling us infidel. And they continue that they must use everything that they have. Whether you are a boy, a lady, a man, or a woman, and they instruct all Muslims of Fulani origin must take this as a duty. And they continue that they must sharpen their fighting weapons. Everything in their possession is a weapon. The Okada they drive, knives, hands, the trailer they drive. That is why today or tomorrow you will hear that Dangote truck with fuel hit a wall, hit a house, just hit a market, just to set that place ablaze. The tanker with fuel, food they sell. My fellow Biafrans, if you want to go that still eat their suya, you buy any food coming from north, remember all this food have been poisoned to kill us. So they use the food they sell as a weapon as well. Please, disease from buying food that will kill you, disease from buying food from these terrorist blood-sucking demons that pleases their so-called Allah by doing what? By killing us. The house of the infidel that you guide, they still continue to call us infidel. That the house, our houses that they guard as a security, they are their security guards, the security that we Biafrans always hire, thinking that they are there to serve our interests, to study very well and wait for order. Wait for order to strike. A great president named J. Trump, when he visited the Middle East, he made it clear that the Middle East should rise up and fight these terrorists. He did not say that the United States of America will deploy over there to fight their fight for them. America will only support my fellow Biafrans. Those of you that are clamoring, those of you that want your freedom today, tomorrow, how much have you fund your freedom? When you fund your freedom, United States of America will do what is right. We believe they will step up and support us as well. And they still continue and exploit the weakness of the infidels. They are lousy, lack discipline, sleep like fools, love parties and dancers, lack focus, mostly observant and unarmed. Obi, Cubana, and E-Money, while you guys are there spreading money, showing yourself in parties, your land is being overrun by these evil, demonic, blood-sucking demons in the name of Allah and Jihad. They knew that you party a lot. They knew that you love enjoyment. They knew that you don't really focus. My fellow Biafrans, wake up, rise up, focus. Let us all fight these people. Let us all get our land back. With your advantage position, you can take on a whole family of 10. Conquer and kill them if needed be. The battle must be fought in their homeland. The Middle Belt must be totally crushed. They are few and divided. Never trust anyone in the east and south, not even their fitty Muslim who do everything Allah rejects. Get yourself prepared. The battle is near. This was addressed to the Fulani Muslims for them to be ready and what they need to do to crush us. But we will prove them wrong. We are ready. We will defend our land. We will fund our land with a gemma. If we don't fund our liberation, we don't have no one else to do that for us. And our God, our Creator, will be angry with us. Our God has destined us to live in our land. Our God has given us the strength, the energy, the stamina, the wisdom, the ability to defend our land. Now, my fellow citizens, now, my fellow people of Biafra, it's time for you to rise up, wake up, stop complaining. Don't be a social media loser. Wake up, pick up arms, defend your land. I'm sending message to the entire universe, to the entire world, starting from the homeland of the United States, that the Biafran people must defend themselves. The Biafran people must carry arms. That's only what we can use to defend ourselves. Then if you don't want us to do that, please, J. Donald Trump, my dear great president from America here, kindly send your security to Biafra land. We embrace the security with happiness, with joy for them to defend the Biafran people. But if we don't get that, don't judge us when we fight against the terrorist country that have come to kill us. Don't judge us when we come to fight our enemy. If you judge us, it won't work. Because our people have been massacred, our people have been killed in millions. No country all over the world, starting from United States of America to where the world ends, have intervened and asked questions, why are these people being killed? This government is not a political correctness government. The Brgie government is a government that is born out of necessity to fight and defend Biafra land. Any president in the world, whether from Finland to where the world ends, that is against our freedom, that is against our self-defense, Finland government send your own defense to Biafra, to defend the Biafran people, because the country called Nigeria are killing us. They are not defending us. They are against us. They don't love our freedom. That is the reason why we will defend our land. And our God who created us love it. Our God wants us to defend ourselves, to defend our land. We encourage every country that loves humanity, that loves God, that wants people to live and let live. We need your support. If you can support us financially, if you can recognize us as a country, as a nation, kindly do that. If you can support us by your military, deploy them to Biafra land. Let them fight for us. So we stop funding our own military if you have problem with that. If you don't have problem with that, sit up, relax. This week, while our President J. Trump visited the Middle East talking about how the Middle East should fight against terrorism, the Nigerian president, a president that is once indicted in the United States of America, a drug trafficking president, a demonic president from the Yoruba origin, the same Yoruba that have colluded with the terrorists to kill the Biafran people, over 5 million without being no apology, without no apology for what they have done. This useless president is there planning bombing Biafra land, while his own village, the terrorists are rampant everywhere. Shame to the Oduduwa Republic as I'm speaking. Shame to all of them for supporting this nonsense. They should call their people to order. They need to do the right thing. We have never invaded them. We have never hated them. We love them with everything we have. We intermarried the Oduduwa people. We actually developed, if not Lagos, part of Lagos. We have contributed to the society of the Oduduwa Republic. What do we get in return? They collude with the North to kill Biafran people, starting from Obasanjo, and now Tinubu is talking about how they will come and bomb Okigwe. And they have been using the illegitimate governor, and they have contracted military contractors to come and kill us. Shame, shame to any country that is working with a drug lord, a terrorist president, and we still want to remind the world. The vice president of the terrorist country called Nigeria, Shetima, is the co-founder of Boko Haram. If you love humanity, if you love this world to be free from terrorists, United States of America, why are you all working with a terrorist country called Nigeria? United States of America, you all know that the vice president of Nigeria, Shetima, is a terrorist. disease from working with the demons, disease from working with terrorists. If you want to fight terrorists from the bottom of your heart. Don't campaign of how to fight terrorists, and in turn you turn around, you still wine and dine with the terrorists. We now understand that the military you see in all Imo State, we are not there on their own. Tinubu orders, but the order of the Igbo politicians, especially Imo State extraction. They provide ammunition and other logistics for them. To boost their morale, they also recruit Ibubagu and Udogachi for them to increase their numbers. They do this through contribution. We know you all, at the right time, you will answer for yourself. The Nigerian terrorist states have colluded with the illegitimate governors from the southeast, the politicians, the part and parcel of all these men. They sponsor all these people that have come to kill us. So Biafran people, we need to sponsor our own liberation army. We need to protect ourselves. If you don't protect yourself, they have colluded with the whole world as it stands. But we are glad that country with this great flag here, United States of America, they are working and trading towards the right path to work with this great flag of Biafra. That's why I proudly hold both two flags. They are both my country. I love them. We Biafra love you all from the bottom of our heart. America, wake up and do the right thing. Stop this game, political correctness. It's time you take your rightful place in the Western region, in the Western Sahel. The Biafran people welcome you with open arms. Thank you, my fellow Biafrans. Find your liberation. Find your freedom. With that, is not going to hand over to the platter of gold. Fund! Whoever tell you that funding your freedom is not right, tell that person to go to hell. Only how we can drop our arms. If any country provides security to the Biafran people, we will stop funding. If you don't provide security for us, we will keep funding our freedom. If you like, arrest all of us. If you like, drag us to any court of the world, we appear there, we answer for ourselves, because we know our right. What we are doing, we are defending our land. We never invaded anyone. We never invaded any country. And remember, what is happening to us today is a premeditated attack starting from 1804 by us, Madam Fodium, where they have cooked and planned all these men to come to our land, to take our land from us. If you have problem with that, you have problem with the Biafran people. If you have problem with that, you have problem with our own God, my Jehovah, that created the universe. We will fight, we will defend our land. We will not bow down to any threat, because everything about why are we funding our liberation army is a threat, is to weaken us, is to scare us from our self-defense. We will fund our freedom, we will defend our land. Thank you from here. God bless the United States of Biafra. God bless the Brgie. And God also bless the United States of America. Thank you.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed we passed victorious, our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always